welcome again to another great GDFL Footy show. Thanks, Bertie Burton, for a great netball show, and he'll be back again, of course, next Saturday morning at 8 o'clock. We've had a big round of footy last weekend. Anarchy, too good for Geelong West with the son of a gun, Nathan Bissett, best on the ground for the Anarchy Roos. Winchelsea absolutely thumped Corio. Werribee Central's our 94.7 match of the day. Too good for Belpost Tilt with Rosenweig and Anthony Kitchen kicking 6 goals each. A real power forward line there. The Tommy Tigers absolutely belted the Parole Belmont Lions. East Geelong, well, they just managed to hang on against a rampaging North Geelong, but still not good enough Magpies. Got to play a good third quarter once in a while, with Paul Briggs kicking 6 goals for the Magpies again. And Bannockburn, too good for Inverleigh with Aaron Eddy booting 5. And Clayton Trotter, GDFL best and fairest Neville Whitley medalist, one of the best players on the ground. Hello, I'm Dick Philpott, and once again I've assembled some of the biggest names in local football. And first of all, the man who wasn't there at the footy last week, he was at a wedding. Dale Smith, good morning.
Morning, Dick. Duty's all done and dusted now, mate. Looking forward to get back into a good day of football.
And the wedding was good?
Magnificent, actually.
The bride turned up?
All the ways.
Magnificent. It was a family, was it?
It was family do, yes, and went off very, very well, and got home nice and early to go up to work next morning, but good feed, Dick. Went home pretty satisfied.
Oh, that's very good. And of course, the man from the Sale Magpies, I speak, of course, of the great man himself, Jake Burke. Good morning, Jake.
Yeah, good morning, Dick. Always a pleasure to join you on a Saturday morning, and looking forward to getting stuck into another round of footy.
Well, at least, Burke, you'll be fairly knowledgeable of what happened with the footy last week, but I tell you what, I had a very disturbing phone call the other day.
You did?
I did, actually. It was the tax office.
And what have you done this time?
Well, I haven't done anything, but they asked me to bring my records in.
And did you?
Oh, I did, and I discovered one thing.
What was that?
They don't like Beatles or Rolling Stones. Okay, we need what we need on this show. What we do need on this show, we need canned laughter. That's all we need.
Shit.
As everybody just absolutely rolls around the floor, and it's completely collapsed on the floor, which is a unbelievable sight. Now, Berkey, we'll talk serious now. You're at the big game up at the Duck Pond.
I was.
Werribee Central's absolutely belted Corio. We know that, but no, they didn't.
It's fair to say they just about did.
My poor old idiot sheet, but the power forwards, as I said in the introduction, Rosenweig and Kitchen are absolutely sensational.
Yeah, you're not wrong. They were absolutely fantastic last week for Werribee. I suppose, Rosenweig was probably the dominant force in that first half, but we saw Anthony Kitchen probably do a lot more team-orientated sort of things in the first half. He set up a few of those goals for Rosenweig, and then he managed to get his hands on the footy a bit more in that second half, and he would have kicked the majority of those 6 goals that he got as well in that second half too. But they're looming as a pretty potent duo, come finals time, and you'd expect Werribee to, pencil themselves a spot in the top 5 at the end of the year. And yeah, they're looking like a very strong duo, and I think East Geelong are going to have a bit of trouble trying to contain those two today out at Richmond Crescent.
Okay, and Werribee Centrals, you said very confidentially to me on there, so I won't mention it. Yes, I will. You said that they might be the real deal and might be the...
Yeah, I'll say that on air as well. Yeah, we've seen them a handful of times this year so far. I mean, again, we're seeing them again today, so that's obviously pointing to the fact that they're a pretty handy unit this year, and yeah, I think that they're very capable of going all the way if they can keep on improving on their performances.
Belpost still can play better, then obviously they'll bounce back out of this.
You'd think so. I think they got Belmont today, so you'd think that they'd win that one no matter how well they played. But I suppose they've been disappointing so far. But once they get a few names back, they were missing a few players last weekend. I think Venner wasn't playing. Hull's fine. There's plenty of talent to come back in outside. Brad Martin was another one who didn't play, but once they gel as a side, I think that they'll be the Belpost Steel side that we know.
Smithy, I know you weren't at the game, mate, and by the way, thank you very much for dressing up so well this morning too. We really appreciate that.
Thanks very much, Dick.
That's a magnificent sight. I can't wear stripes running that way because apparently it makes you look fat, so I wouldn't do that. Unbelievable. I don't believe I said that now. Now, you're one of the big interleague magnets, whatever they are, the big men from the interleague coming up very shortly. I guess Rosenweig and Kitchener would be close to a selection in that side.
I know that Rosenweig was mentioned in that side.
Yep.
Kitchen wasn't mentioned at this stage because of the number of other forwards they have in, and that obviously includes Adam Scrublack himself, Ryan Closter, Jackson McLeod, just to name 3 or 4 that would come out into that bracket. And then you've got Brent Gergich would also go into a forward line. Matthew Jovanovic would probably be another bloke that's been there. These blokes are all 6 foot something, but as I said to you, our main concern would be having those small crumbing forwards in that break up there somewhere along the way. So we really need to make sure we've got a good balance in that forward line.
Okay, now a couple of other games very quickly. I've just got to mention the East Geelong North Geelong game. The Magpies once again, they're about 10 goals down at 3/4 time, and I cannot believe that they actually came home with a rattling run. They kicked 9 goals, 6 in the last quarter to nothing. I'll just throw it to you, Jake. I don't know what's going on there, because that's the second game that North Geelong have completely, use the word, stuffed up in the third quarter, but then they come home with a rattling run in the last, and this might be costly for them at the end of the year.
Well, we all know Frank Foppiani's one who's always, been prone to, getting a fair amount of fitness into his sides, and I suppose that might be something you could almost be looking at in a positive way, that North Geelong are running out their games well, and sooner or later I think that the penny will drop for them, and they should get a win on the board. But I don't know what happened. I suppose you're at the game. Did East Geelong really fade out, or North Geelong, incredibly impressive?
Well, there was an incredible gale blowing down to us.
Or a bit of both, or a bit of the natural elements just helping you out there.
But East Geelong did do a fantastic job in the third quarter with the win, and it was basically level at half time, and they went away to about a 10-11 goal lead at three-quarter time, and everyone thought it was all over, and the Magpies decided to come home, and very quickly, Smithy, we mentioned Nathan Bissett for Anarchy, the son of the great Daryl Bissett, must have that good blood in his veins.
Yeah, look, it looks like he's a pretty accomplished footballer. He's only 18. I think Noel said before, he comes out of the Newtown under-18s. Yep. So that's a great feat for the young kid to go out there and play senior footy and actually be amongst the better players week in, week out. That's pretty good. But Dick, just going back to the Magpies, maybe they need the fifth quarter.
Fifth quarter? Well, maybe they had secret weapons somewhere along the line, don't know. Anyway, we're going to move to one of our very successful interviews this year. Cal Lowther has got the coach of the Werribee Central's footy club. Here's Cal.
Dave, what aspects of your game were you happy with today?
Yeah, I thought probably 15 minutes, 20 minutes in the second quarter was good. The first quarter, the intensity around the ball wasn't as what I'd like it, and we came in at quarter time a little bit down. And we started off okay in the second quarter. I thought 15, 20 minutes going into the second quarter. Last 20 minutes of the second quarter was real good. We probably played only total of 40 minutes of game time all day. Third quarter was disgusting. They played well, put more pressure through the middle, run of the pump, and we just need to get back on and show a bit of character in the last quarter.
Was that concerning, especially coming up to East Geelong next week, the sort of the way that you faded out in the third quarter?
Oh, there's no doubt about that, mate. Like, we need to be against East Geelong in the lead, the top sides, mate. We need to play 4 quarters of good footy, and today we played a pretty good side, and we put probably about 40 or 50 minutes of footy together. Against the good sides, we need to play 100 minutes of footy.
Are you happy with the fact that your two forwards are kicking so many goals, or is it something that you want a more even spread?
Nah, they're sensational together down there, mate. And like, we've got Simon Calvert and Adam Shenbury to throw into that forward line as well. And mate, the team first attitude in regards to it doesn't matter who kicks them. If Buffer leads out and obviously makes the space for Kitch to Crum or for a little bloke and vice versa, they're working very well down together. So if we can actually get them through some big games, they'll play well. And they both kicked good footy today.
Thanks a lot, Cal. That was a great interview again by Cal Lowther. We'll have another big interview next week. We're going to pay some bills, take a break, come back and talk about all the action on this afternoon. Bye after this.